Welcome into this video listeners. Thank you for participating. Just because I'm going to pop my pills. My pills for allergies, my pills for my nerves, my pills for anxieties, my pills for pains, my pills for my pills for my psychosis. You know what I mean? How about you guys? You guys got pills? Does the doctor give you pills? Do they even read the side effects of your pills? Do they know what the side effects of your pills are? Do you know what the side effects of your pills are? I don't think you do. Every one of mine says may cause drowsiness. Every one of mine says please do not operate a vehicle. Every one of mine says may cause death. But they give you pills that say shit like that. You know what I mean? And the other day I did a skit on it's not really a skit, just a thought I was joking, huh? I'm taking pills. You know what I mean? The whole world's medicated today. And I'm AMKS, Goddess Radio. Saying what you think, too afraid to say. And I like to talk to you guys when I'm playing guitar. And I like to explain things. You know, is it real, the psychosis which we live in? Is it a made-up fear? I went to my breathing doctor who says I have COPD, and I've had asthma since I was a kid, right? Does that sound like something? Anyway, I have to take this pulmonary breathing test, right? And so I'm in this, it's a rented out doctor's office to them, by the way. And they rented out the doctor's office, and it says, I said, oh, they're not sharing a doctor's office with you anymore. And I said, that's cool, you know what I mean? And they said, yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. And I got to thinking, because I did this little segment on harvesting organs, right? How easy would it be to say that I was maybe running a experimental test or whatever on people, and I just wanted to rent out a doctor's office, right? And say, like, I wanted to rent it out so I can, do weight. I want to check people's weights. I'm just doing, like, weight on people and checking their measurements and stuff, right? And how easy would it be for me to actually, rent out a doctor's office for the day? How easy would it be for me to do that and send people off into another world? And how easy would it be for me to, pose as a doctor? I mean, that's a really scary thing to think. And there was nothing in this office, and they had just taped up a sign that said quit smoking. I mean, it's just tape. I mean, it just comes right off. It's not screwed into the wall or anything. It's just taped on the back of the door, and has 2 regular glass jars, and it just barely filled with a few alcohol swabs and barely a few cotton balls. I mean, that's real easy to put in there. And 2 boxes of gloves. And I know there was nothing in those cabinets. Nothing. There wasn't even a sheet, like the paper sheet that they put over the paper thing over the top of the thing. I don't even know. You know what I mean? But I think about that all the time. And if we go and we look up Medicated Society, Medicated, let's just look it up. If I want to look up Medicated Society, Google Medicated Society. Yes, United States Medical. There we go. natural. It's got nutmeg. You can United States of America, an over-medicated society. Here are two important facts that you should know. Medication side effects are the fourth leading cause to death in the U.S. annually. Second, more than over 100,000 deaths per year are related to taking medications correctly as prescribed. Man, I'm not even a rocket scientist. I'm just some crackpot sitting in her bedroom. These are some astonishing statistics, it says. These are some astonishing statistics must provide a wake-up call to anyone concerned about the national trend towards our being a grossly over-medicated society. John, it's like Abraham, MD, a faculty member at Harvard Medical School, has written a book called Overdosed America. He discussed how the influence of the pharmaceutical industry has contributed to the decisions doctors and their patients make. Has resulted in the fact that in 1993 there were several prescriptions written for every person in the United States, and numbers climbed 12 per person in 2004. Crazy, man. That is insanity, right? Let's see what else you got here. Now, what do we just put .org up behind it? What do you want to put .org? Let's go. .org. .org. Are we going to get anything? We did get something here with .org. Over-medicated America. American Spectre, right? This is cool. This is a .org right here, which means it's an organization. Roughly 7 in 10 Americans take a prescription drug. That's surely a symptom of a sick society. Who will diagnose the diagnosticians. The Mayo Clinic study that reported that the shocking statistics in 2013 found that behind the antibiotics, doctors prescribed opiates and antidepressants more than any other types of drugs. The guy in the black trench coat calls the uppers and the downers. The guy in the white lab coat applies fancier names. Dexedrine, Klonopins, Phenytoin, Phenytoin. I'm not a pharmacist, you guys, sorry. Other leading themselves to neither pronunciating nor understanding. Bear once marketed heroin. Wow, did we not know that already? Sears marketed heroin. Park Davis pushed cocaine. Today, doctors write scripts for Adenol and oxycodone. Old wine, new bottles. Might our forebears look down on us the way we smugly look back at our posterity? The disease responsible for much of the prescription boomed in attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. A behavioral neurologist practicing for a half century now believes it's a made-up malady when patients binge an illness. An English language assigns a word to them, malingers, and what to call doctors who dream up diseases to treat ADHD as a condition rather than a symptom is doing a terrible and dangerous disservice to children and adults who are diagnosed with it. They're just as crazy, right? So, when you looked at the mental health book, it used to say that transgender and homosexuality was a mental disease. No offense, please don't take it offensively when I say this today. I'm not trying to piss anybody off right now as I'm saying this. Let's think about this. Research it, okay? When I say that it used to be a mental disease, you know what I mean? Cheating on your husband was a mental disease, okay? It really was, right? You could put your wife into a nut ward just because you wanted to, you know what I mean? But they said homosexuality, transgenderism, masturbation was a mental disease. Now it's not. You know what I mean? That used to be a split personality disease. Like, if you thought you were a woman and you were in a man's body, that was considered like split personality. But now it's not. You know what I mean? So then they said drugs was a disease, and they still consider drugs a disease. But now you can't get a check for it. And you used to get a check for being homosexual. You know what I mean? And being transgender. But now you can't get a check for that either. We just gotta accept it, right? I'm not putting it down. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is our medical dictionary has changed over the years because people, like this thing right here just said, it says a disease responsible for much of the prescription booming is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It says the condition, rather than setting the symptoms, is doing a terrible, dangerous disservice to the children and adults who are diagnosed with it. Is it a symptom or is it a disease? Right? This is a .org we just went to, you guys. So, what I'm saying is over our years, this book has changed phenomenally. Phenomenally, it keeps changing. Well, that's really weird. I didn't even want to go there, but Bill Gates credits his ability to function and maintain focus on such a high level to certain sets of the SMART drug. He's taking the SMART drug to enhance his cognitive brain function and neural connectivity while strengthening the prefrontal cortex and boosting memory and recall. An interview with Bill O'Reilly, Bill Gates said that his brain is sharper than ever, more clear and focused, and he credits a large part of it to using a cellular. Bill Gates went on to add, the brain is like a muscle. You've got to work it out. Check it out, people. If you think, we're not over-medicated, you are still blinded. Blinded. Drama in all of this, right? Everyone that has taken this, from athletes like Tom Brady to actors like Robert De Niro, have nothing but praise for the brain booster, which doubles the IQ, skyrockets energy level, connects areas of the brain not previously connected, and it's spelled ACCE. It's like axellular. ACCELLEAL or AL. So it's axellular. A 7-year Harvard scientist finally breaks the ground, ushers in the future intervention. Smart drug increases Q. Wow. So we're all living in the days. So that movie, what was it called? Okay, the movie where what's the guy? The girl that fades off, you know what I mean? Okay, I can't think of it. It's got a picture of it right here, and the other guy takes those pills and he zooms out and he's smart and, becomes, and, goes out and does all that crazy stuff. Anyway, can you just imagine? Obama, go for it. Expert calls this the new supplement, the biggest advancement in brain science. We are so in trouble, guys. You mean? Brain pill. You mean, what are we going to do? Look at this. And here it is. It's revolutionary. It says, get your free sample. Cognitive brain formula. Risk-free. Wow. Crazy. Takes you right to the page. I don't even know. Can you believe it? I don't know. I believe it. They I was, like I said, I was sitting in the doctor's office over there, and here in Granite City, Illinois, and I'm thinking, man, how easy. Would it be to fake being a doctor, ran a doctor's office, like I was getting fin when I first came in. And I was losing weight, and they kept telling me I wasn't. I was like, what's wrong with your fucking scale? Because I'm in a size 7. I've never been in a size 7 in my life, you know what I mean? And so, the medicated society which we live in today, you gotta ask yourself, why are they medicating America? How about the rest of the world? Is the rest of the world medicated? I don't know. So, we're creating a psychosis. America is walking around in a psychosis. We're drugged out. There's 7 to 12 prescriptions per person. I personally have 2 pages. I went into my breathing doctor today, and she says, your medication. She opens up the pages. She says, I go, let me get my glasses. I said, let me look at those. She goes, are these correct? All of them but 2. I go, it's easier if you just hand me the paper and I can tell you. You know what I mean? Wow. That's insane, right? Let's just text it in here. Let's go. Medicated America. Yesterday, it was called Gray State. I don't see it, but I saw it yesterday. And it was a guy, he was making a movie, was killed. America. Medicated America. Over a year ago, why does YouTube do that? They always start with some crazy shit. That's from like 7 years ago. Let's type in 2018 and see what kind of hits we get there. It's like 5-6 years ago. Oh, look at there, 1 month ago. Something is wrong. Courtney Hadwin, 13-year-old. Medicated in America. Let's go here. How does that shit get?
So I just created this dope website with Wix.
This is dope website with Wix. There you go.
First up,
going out all the time. Shagging people you don't love can make you feel lonely. Dating apps are bleak. Admitting you're lonely as a single woman is especially noxious.
Knowingly produce narcotics that prescription pills has on our community.
A chance on Stephanie, now 8 months clean and living, she says, for her daughter.
Loud from the Old Testament, slapped a subordinate on the buttocks, and
this is cool. I don't know any of these questions, and it wants me to answer all these questions, right?
We're calling it the devil's drug.
Ray Rapaglia runs a drug rehab center in Fort Lauderdale and says Flocka.
They're talking about the Flocka drug.
odd and dangerous, even illegal behavior at some points reported by coworkers of a local pediatrician.
Docked a North Texas pediatrician suspended from his practice for bizarre and dangerous acts.
Yeah, we have some documents, Doug. They show red flags that go back to January or so that ended essentially last Thursday, when this pediatrician of more than 20 years showed up to his offices here in his pajamas, sobbing and essentially having a breakdown.
Place for activity.
Trouble for Dr. Kurt Flagger started just days into the new year. Parents leaving appointments today tried to make sense of it all, which gets more difficult as the allegations go on. Like when coworkers heard him yelling Satan with families and prayed aloud from the Old Testament, slapped a subordinate on the buttocks and kissed another, or wore the same sweatpants and red shirt to work 3 days in a row.
He started bringing a dog into the office, rolling around with it in the hallways as patients and families were walking through. He started showing up late, missing appointments. He was arriving with slurred speech. Get this, in a matter of weeks, he told a coworker on one occasion he was late because he was having sex with his fiancée. In January, they said it started when he was roughhousing with a 2-year-old, tried to throw him on his shoulder and missed, dropping the child onto the ground and onto his head. Then he became very bizarre in the months that followed, according to the documents, praying aloud from the Old Testament.
And there was much more that we couldn't quite fit into this piece.
He started running late a lot, returning to the office with slurred.
Now to that mid-air scare we mentioned at the top. A passenger tried to open the door of a plane in flight today.
I am God. 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 I am God.
Passengers on board United Express Flight 5449 restrained this Boise, Idaho woman who was ranting about being God.
She appears to be saying, I am God, repeatedly. This happened on a Skywest.
As another man holds her down in the aisle. Moments earlier, she tried to open the aircraft door while the plane was in flight, traveling from San Francisco to Boise this morning.
We're not as inclined to accept them in our program because we know that they might relapse. They pose safety threats to the rest of our residents.
But he decided to take a chance on Stephanie. Now 8 months clean and living, she says, for her daughter.
I know for sure that I'm lucky to be alive right now. It's by the grace of God that I'm alive.
142 Americans a day are dying from overdose.
Telling me he has never seen anything quite like the grip prescription pills has on our communities.
I don't know
Let's
how
talk
many
about the
people
heroin.
I know that are hooked on Adderall, but they believe because it's prescribed that it's okay.
Insisting big-time dealers and drug gangs don't have to bother selling pills. The pharmaceutical companies have flooded America with enough pills to create an unlimited supply of addicts.
Those pharmaceutical companies can buy out our own government and allow them to knowingly produce narcotics that they know are going to get the people hooked.
Once hooked on painkillers, Robert says it's easy to convince someone.
So, here we go. Despite opiate offenses, overdose escalate in Illinois. Live PD, ODs, overdoses, crisis, Canada, borders, steal, town down. Narcan administered after heroin overdose caught live on camera, dude. One Nation overdose documentary, deadliest drug crisis. We are living in a time of craziness. I want to talk about, they've got the smart dust, the Magellan's disease, and it is a fiber. Okay, so I was thinking when they started this, because our electromagnetic field is down around us. Hey, I'm done about talking about drugs, right? Because I'm done. This is unbelievable. It's just crazy, and there's nothing people are doing about it, nothing. Project Bluebeam, 7D, technology, what you need to know about it. The nanodust, it's inside you. That's what I was talking about. Six signs you may have DNA. Now, I listened to this Indian chief who said that our DNA is with the trees. What they exhale, we inhale, and what we exhale, they inhale, right? Crazy. It's true. How we are part of Gaia. You know what I mean? The Wolfman of Montreal. Mysteries. 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 Drama. Local news. Adventure. Life hacks. Glitches in the Matrix. Home improvement.
Hi everyone. I want to thank everyone for tuning in yesterday and for your feedback, and we're going to find out what's going on. As I mentioned about the chemtrails, we're going to be doing a little bit of research, and we're going to get those results. So I'm having a biologist test particulates that land on my tablet. I'm also going to be testing the dust, and we'll find out what's in the air that we're breathing. It took the first 3 videos to get me to this point, so now I'm on my way, and we're going to go see my anonymous
Morgellons is what it's really
biologist.
called.
My anonymous.
And this is what I figured out. The Morgellons is, what's happening is our electron.
You understand the consequences. It's airborne. It's not a single file. Read out the light fingerprint of your DNA, transform it into an electromagnetic radio signal that is detectable via satellite and ground stations. This is what we found out by analyzing information dealt with the chemtrail communities in the United States. She never mentioned the name Morgellons in her book, but if you look at these Morgellons, who had heard about the Morgellons disease? Half of you, okay. Let's just have a look.
They're
at
nanotags.
Nice creatures. This is a German tomato that got some German rain on top of itself.
So think about this. Our electromagnetic field is being sucked off of us by a planet that we are summoning to us.
He loves us.
Right?
He's getting excited and he's trying to get close. I don't know exactly
so
what
how do
they
we create
react on,
another
maybe an infrared
magnetic field?
radiation.
Well, we have to have something that's alive up there, right? That's electronic. So the rain's
these
going
are
to bring it back
basically
down.
it's mycelium of a
So we're
certain
spraying
type
stuff
of
that's like we're going to breathe it in.
fungus. And this fungus is, first, if you want to look at it, it's airborne. It's not a single fiber here and there. It is glowing under UV light. So if you take a UV lamp at night, you can see those fibers airborne. And there are billions of them. Not every night, but every now and then. You can see them fly around. And these fibers, this fungus, is infecting the human body. And with 95% or 99% of the people, nothing special happens. They're just embedded somewhere, and your biology is keeping the fungus to collect colors. You have blue Morgellons and you have red Morgellons.
They come out with these bumps.
Nobody knows where these colors come from because they are of technical origin. It's not a natural substance. So you can see them when the skin is opening. You can see them under the microscope if you make a blood analysis. You can see that the blood is infected. And you can let them grow artificially in a petri dish. And if you look at them, you see they're a little bit more complex than a simple
crazy shit. When I was
fungus.
tweaking back in the
They
day,
have kind of organs
you need
inside.
to go to sleep.
They have little red stem cells of an unknown species that are self-replicating as well. And apparently they produce other structure. This looks like a sporing body. It's like the unit where
This is pretty interesting. Listen to
the
this.
mycelium at a certain point is forming a mushroom, a fruiting body. And then from the fruiting body you would expect the spores for the next generation, if this is a mushroom, if this is a fungus. So this seems to be the containment for the spores, because if you put this into the petri dish, you can see the next generation growing. And other things you find, now it's getting fringe, it's really getting fringe, is fragments of insect skin.
That's the trippy part right there.
Being
Is that-
extracted from a Morgellon victim.
Is that crazy?
So something makes these, something from this disease.
Are they trying to turn
is
us into
making
evolutionally
insect parts or
reptilians?
insects grow within the human body.
I don't know. Smart dust.
He said it had been tested in the last Iraq war. This was the war was only done for the purpose of testing the system.
Now you're talking about the most recent one with
Yes, with the
Bush.
Yeah.
And they sprayed that in Iraq.
And they sprayed it in Iraq, and we had single news, for example, that they fought back the Iraqi army by utilizing microwave weapons that gave them the feeling that the skin burns. This was in public media, free media. And this is not because the microwave weapon had the intensity to make it burn. This was because the RNA was triggered to create the sensation of burning. So this had a kind of agent within the bodies of the Iraqi army. They tested all other aspects of it. And from the text he says you have these psychotronic weapons, making them give up, making them fall in love with the American soldiers, whatever.
Did you hear that? Psychotropic. Psychotropic? No. Psychosis, man. They're fucking with your brain. I know. It's too much. School's in, folks. School's in. This is AMKS, Goddess Radio. Big Brother hates me, but it's okay. It's not like I'm somebody special. I'm just a crackpot sitting in her bedroom, messing around with her computer and her cell phone. Anytime you want to call, chat, or talk, please give me a call. Call me anytime. Call me anytime. Call me anytime. Call me anytime. Call me. I'm an AMKS Creations all day, every day. Medicated Psychosis. Live on the air with AMKS Goddess Radio. I am AMKS. These are all my original little beat tunes or whatever you want to call it, folks. I am here to tell you that the world is not as it seems. We are in deception.
A long list of psychotronic functions, and you can make people sick, you can make them die of cancer after 1 year, you can make them die in 6 minutes, and you can make them die in 6 seconds if you want to. This is what he listed. And the most interesting thing from this paper is that he said that they spent 10 billion US and half a year, I think it was half a year, to optimize the cluster topology. And this is something, it sounds just like science fiction if you say it like this, but if you really think about it, if it is only about infecting humans with a virus-like synthetic RNA, you could give a damn about cluster topology. Cluster topology starts to become an interesting topic if this RNA cluster is supposed to carry a soul. Only then a soul or an artificial intelligence or whatever, an RNA. This is kind of the first time that I had an input, an idea of how do they turn people into biorobots. You have the RNA cluster within the air, sprayed in the air with a defined distance from RNA to RNA. Within the human body, the same RNA cluster is prolonged cells. And now, whatever is carried by these clusters, the artificial intelligence or a program or a soul, whatever this is, can travel from the dust into the human being.
This is smart dust.
And this is what they call smart dust. And now, this is all kind of grabbed theory. If you take the Morgellon topic is, you find it described as a transhumanistic technology to extract the light from the human body, turn it into a radio signal to read out what happens within the human, and opposite way to insert light, not radio frequency, to the human to make him feel.
Okay, so now that I've weirded you all out for long enough, it's been 35, seconds, minutes? I don't know. No, 9 minutes, I think. What do I got? I don't know, I've got 9 minutes left. Anyway, this is AMKS Goddess Radio, currently live. I'm not in California, but in California right now, from where I just left, their water treatment is, like, gone. It's totally bad right now. You know what I mean? Said it's going to take 3 years to fix their water. We have filters. We have straws, life straws, that you can stick into muddy water and drink directly from a mud puddle. Okay? But all of a sudden, you cannot fix a water filter on a main water supply. To me, that doesn't make sense. But hey, like I said, I'm a nobody sitting in my bedroom, you know what I mean? Playing on my guitar and, talking to you folks. I don't even know if anybody listens to me. Matter of fact, it's okay, because I get it all out. I get it all out. You are my therapy. MKS Goddess Radio. I say what you think. I'm too afraid to say. Grow a heart, humanity, universe. Stand up, man. Gaia is dying. She's pissed off, and God is coming.